So first piece of advice is that if you're looking for an overnight success, you can already tell you're getting some arrows in the back as you go through this. Perseverance, persistence, passion, those 3 P's that I talked about at the beginning, they hold true here. That you're going to continue to mold and shape this and maybe even pivot and be able to find just that niche that's going to make it work for you. And that means that you're really, really early in this game right now. And you just need, my advice is you stick with it. You find the application, which I think you're honing in on, and brand that application accordingly and start getting early adopters to use it that don't think it's creepy, that don't think it's weird. And then all of a sudden kind of move that ball forward a little bit and continue to innovate as you can innovate. Then you'll be poised and ready for when this thing is widely accepted or there's a shift in the technology. All of a sudden it's like, boom. And then it's like everybody wants it. Just like ChatGPT. ChatGPT existed, but before it actually came out in March of 2023. It was Jasper that everybody was going crazy over. They were doing the same thing, probably using the same OpenAI engine. I don't know if they were using OpenAI or another vehicle. And that was kind of part of the craze, but they were early. Now you don't hear a lot about Jasper, but they were the leaders at the time because ChatGPT has taken over and gotten so much better. And by the way, when ChatGPT first came out, it was not very good. You get limited inputs and limited exports. Now I have a subscription to ChatGPT, and it has gotten every month, just like you said earlier, it just gets better and better and better and better. So my advice to you is stick with it. Find that unique niched application for this type of technology and own that niche for this type of technology, because you're not the technology creator, you're the technology enabler. And that owning that niche and being better than any other communication or life coach because you got in so early and that you've established yourself and get those early adopters starting to promote it. That's what I would do if I were you.
I'm looking for 2 main niches. One niche is people who want to improve their communication skills. They're paying, sometimes $9 on Udemy for a course with me, and I'm giving this away for free. That helps me because I get more minutes on the course. So I'm getting more, thousands of dollars more revenue already by using my phone. So that's one. But I would much rather them pay me directly just for the clone experience rather than an add-on. So that's one market where because right now people typically have 2 options. They can hire me for a day or some other, if they want really high quality training. I fly to them, they fly to me, or we do it through Zoom. And that's at least $10,000 a day. Yep. And that automatically eliminates 99.9% of the world. But when they do that, they get high level, really personal, one-on-one coaching or small group. They get recorded on camera a dozen times. They leave being great, 100% satisfaction. So that's one model. The second model is they take an online course. I happen to think my online courses are the best in the world. The problem is nobody does the work. Nobody does the extensive dozen times of recording and getting instantaneous feedback. So they don't really benefit. They don't really get any better. Hate to say it, but it's true.
Okay.
So there's these 2 extremes. What excites me so much about these clones is it can really take the best of what actually works, the interaction. I mean, you just saw my clone critique what I was wearing, and it's the best of that, and yet it can be priced really, less than 99% less than what an in-person training could be, completely scalable, anytime, anywhere, any language. So in my mind, it's infinitely better than an online course. It's taken so long to get people excited about online courses.
Because it's actually missing, I think you're missing a key component, which is that having this interactive AI experience, but without the structure, they don't know where to start, where to go, where to continue. So you need to marry the 2 worlds. That you need to provide me with structure because I like to be guided. I want you to be prescriptive to me on if I'm doing media training, where to start, where's the middle, where's the end, how do I go through it? And I want then the AI component to this to be able to personalize that experience. So you need to marry these 2 worlds. And maybe you're already doing this, but you need to marry these 2 worlds because just on its own, I wouldn't know what to ask it. TJ, teach me media training. And it's like, okay. And it gives me a 2 or 3 minute answer, which is exactly probably what it does. And then it doesn't teach me anything.
So you're absolutely right. For the short term, I'm trying to solve that problem by marrying it to my existing courses that may have 600 video lectures in a linear way. The other way, short term, is when you go into it, you'll see common questions asked that can lead you.
Right.
In the near term, the company I'm working with is creating something they call a journey. So you would sign in for a journey and exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The clone would come on and sort of talk to you the way you would if you were in the same room and you'd hired me for a day. So that's
Right.
one market. The other segment of the market I'm looking for is people who see the value of doing it on video and not just text and need some hand holding, because most people are afraid to speak on camera. And the beauty of these clones is you only need about 4 minutes of video.
Yeah.
But if you look bad, you'll never push the button to publish thing to make it go live.
That is true. That is true.
And there's just a lot of other nuances I've learned because I've been spending 10 hours a day on this for the last 3.5 months. So I'm about to repackage that expertise in an online video course. And then I'm going to upload those courses into my clone. And then I'm going to use my clone to write a book on how to make your own digital clone.
Beautiful. I love it.
Clone to do the audio version of the book. So there's a lot of sort of meta things going on there. Let me put your teacher's cap on.
Sure.
Using your expertise, I want you to be me trying to pitch you on why every client at Microcasting should have a true interactive video clone and not just the text, which I don't think excites anybody. How would you do that?
Right. Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that first of all, I would draw out and I will do it. I would draw out the benefits of that. So I would say something like, as I'm pitching right now, the text version of this, because we're a little bit more on the enterprise side. So when we do that, we're saying we're going to take your 10,000 documents, your 5,000 videos, we're going to build a model around it. And then we put our AI Q&A engine on it. All of a sudden, that is so new and revolutionary. It starts to displace your chatbot, which never works, your knowledge base, which never works, and even some on-demand video that never works as well, or that may not work for you. Your customers now are able to get the answers to the questions they need instantly, right? And they're going to get it, and it's going to be tailored to them exactly on demand what they're thinking. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to up-level that one level. Now, here comes my pitch. I'm actually going to then take a voice simulation of an expert within your organization. We're also going to take video of experts within your organization. We're going to marry that together with this on-demand, real-time AI Q&A system that's going to marry this together so that the customer actually feels that they're experiencing you and your brand. So the brand voice is going to be incorporated, the look and feel, the colors, the way that you speak to your customers, whether it's animated and fast or whether it's slow and methodical based on your target market, is all going to be honed in. And they're going to have this amazing interactive tool that is going to be based on the data in your database.